current high-stakes world of boxing, there's one name that captures the attention of fighters from all corners of the ring: Canelo Alvarez. An undisputed powerhouse with a reputation that resonates through the sport, Alvarez has become one of the most prominent faces in the sport and a potential all-time great. A man so incredibly skilled, he is considered by many to be one of the best pound-for-pound boxers in the world. Fighting a man like Alvarez and defeating him would place a boxer's name among the greats. And it's not just about the glory. The sweet sound of the cash register ringing entices boxers across the super middleweight division to step in the ring with the elite counterpuncher.
Okay, next question. Just payday. You want payday? I know that.
Watch your mouth, bro. Watch your mouth.
Alvarez fights are mega events, showered with riches and the kind of payday that can transform a fighter's life. While many contenders have expressed their desire to face Alvarez, one fighter truly stands out among them: David Benavidez. The Mexican monster has made a name for himself in the world of boxing, and now looks to elevate his reputation even further. At 27 years of age, he is already a two-time WBC super middleweight champion, holding an undefeated record of 27-0, 23 of his victories coming via knockout. Benavidez also holds the record as the youngest super middleweight in history. The American has proved that he is not one to back down from a challenge either. Stripped of his title twice, Benavidez has fought his way back to the top, and now he has his eyes set on Alvarez. At the time Canelo was already fighting for belts, Benavidez was just coming into the scene. Benavidez started his career early and quickly rose through the ranks. At just 16 years old, Benavidez made his professional boxing debut against Erasmo Mendoza. Young Benavidez wasted no time. This set the stage for him, and he showed no hesitation, securing victory after victory in a remarkable streak of 18 professional fights. His first title shot came in 2017 when he fought against Ronald Gavril for the super middleweight WBC title, defeating Gavril via a 12-round split decision to become the youngest super middleweight champion at the age of 20.
Last year wasn't that good. We had a couple things happen to him, happen to us, but as just as a person and as a boxer, we could bounce back from him.
Benavidez would face the first ultimate test of his career when on September 18, 2018, the World Boxing Council stripped him of his super middleweight title. Benavidez tested positive for cocaine. He returned to the ring 13 months later to face J'Leon Love in 2019. He made quick work of Love, knocking him out in 2 rounds.
I seen Anthony Durrell win that title. He can't call himself a champion until he comes see me. That's my belt, and we're gonna get it again. I'm gonna go get my belt back. I need that belt. That's mine.
The win set up a showdown versus veteran Anthony Durrell, who had won the WBC 168-pound title in Benavidez' absence. Benavidez slowly broke down Durrell, opening a bad cut over his eye with a right hand in the 6th, and putting him away with a series of combinations in the 9th round. But despite this, Benavidez would lose his title for the second time.
170.8 for Benavidez, 170.8.
Benavidez failed to make weight. Unfazed, he fought his way back to earn another shot at a title, defeating Ronald Ellis and Kyron Davis, both via knockout. These victories gave Benavidez a clear shot at a title, and on May 21st, 2022, Benavidez returned to his native Arizona to take on former world champion David Benavidez. Benavidez didn't disappoint the hometown crowd, scoring a 3rd-round TKO to win the vacant interim WBC world title.
Well, they almost can't avoid you now. So either there's going to be a vacating of that title by Canelo, or at some point he's going to have to fight you.
I'm waiting for him to send me the contract. Them bitches know what's up. I'm right here waiting for him. You know, I'm not scared of nobody. I'm the youngest guy, 3-time world champion, 168 division. I'll put my belts against anybody, and I guarantee you I'll knock everybody out.
Shortly after, Benavidez faced Caleb Plant, a former rival of Canelo Alvarez, and a man considered to be one of the top fighters in the division. The highly anticipated showdown between the super middleweight rivals turned into the intriguing clash of styles that many predicted it would be. And after 12 grueling rounds in front of a sold-out arena, Benavidez retained his interim WBC super middleweight title with a bruising unanimous decision victory. The outcome of this fight allowed Benavidez to challenge Alvarez as he established himself as a top contender for Alvarez's 168-pound titles. He was quick to express his desire to fight Alvarez after this fight, but the Mexican had other intentions at the time.
Yeah, I just want to tell everybody I have a lot of respect for Canelo Alvarez, but he has to give me that shot now. Me versus Canelo. Let's make it happen in September.
After defeating Plant, his call-out of Alvarez garnered positive reactions from boxing fans, with Mike Tyson stating that Benavidez could upset the superstar.
I think he beats everybody he gets in the ring with, so I don't have to say nobody's name or anything.
During this period, Alvarez, the undisputed WBA, WBC, IBF, and WBO super middleweight world champion, was preparing for his title defense against John Ryder. He was quick to dismiss rumors of a fight with Benavidez, claiming that he only had Ryder on his mind. Alvarez successfully retained his belts in his Mexico homecoming with a unanimous decision victory over John Ryder. In the immediate aftermath of the win, Alvarez made it known who he wanted for his next fight, and it wasn't Benavidez. It was Russia's Dmitry Bivol, who had handed Alvarez his second ever career defeat exactly a year before his victory over Ryder. Alvarez looked to get his revenge against the WBA light heavyweight champion. However, the two fighters would fail to reach an agreement on the weight class for the match. The conversation shifted back to Benavidez, and his promoter reportedly made a lucrative offer of close to $50 million for the fight to happen. Still, Alvarez stood unimpressed. Floyd Mayweather, the man responsible for handing Alvarez his career's first loss, came out to speak on the potential matchup between Benavidez and Alvarez.
We keep on saying we want to see Benavidez. Canelo, a hell of a fighter, but my personal opinion, he's ducking Benavidez. You know, that's just my personal opinion.
Both Benavidez and Alvarez have now set their sights on the new opponents, with Benavidez now set to take on the likes of Jaime Munguia or David Morrell, and Alvarez set to face Jermell Charlo. Benavidez has a lot to lose if he is beaten. The outcome of his match could spell a change in momentum for the American and discourage a fight with Alvarez. Alvarez, on the other hand, has a 3-fight contract with PBC, and the first fight of the contract will see him take on Charlo. Unless he loses the fight, he is more likely to face another challenger. Would this be Benavidez? Benavidez still retains the hope of facing Alvarez in the ring. However, Alvarez, for all his achievements in the boxing world, is nearing the end of his career, and he is highly selective about his opponents. Benavidez can only keep up the pressure to fight Alvarez by winning his next match. Still, Benavidez versus Alvarez is the match every boxing fan wants to see. And if this fight does happen, it is certain to be one for the ages, and each fighter knows exactly what is at stake.